Hello my love, this is the talk through video of exactly what we do. I appreciate I am giving you a big long wordy document here, so I thought it would be also helpful just to talk through everything in a bit more depth. You can watch this and this will basically explain everything below, so you don't need to go and read it as well, but I'm just giving you both options. We love options. So let me explain exactly what it is that we do inside of Move with Agnes coaching. This is online coaching, so this is one-to-one personalized coaching, me trying to actually see the words, designed for busy women who actually want to start moving with freedom, and that is really the foundation of everything that we do. Yes, we get you the fun skills, we get you the splits, we get you all that good stuff, but the end goal for me and for all of our clients is to build a body that moves freely no matter what you are doing. So if you are ready to build lasting strength, achieve skills like the splits, but most importantly, as I say, build a body that moves without restrictions, that is what freedom means to me, outside of the gym, then this is for you. Okay, so this is for women who want to understand how their body actually works. This is the primary thing here. Actually understand what is limiting you as an individual and get out of the cycle of doing cookie cutter plans that just don't understand you. Improve flexibility and achieve skills like the splits. Obviously, that is a massive part of our coaching. Gain lasting strength. It is very easy to see what I do, see me in the splits, and think that it is all just flexibility or whatever. Flexibility and strength go absolutely hand in hand. It is essential that we are training both aspects, and that is covered in all of our training. So gain lasting strength and then train hard without being stalled by injuries. And this is the big thing here, is that we want you to be able to put in the work week on week and, you know, feel the sense of achievement that comes from seeing progress each week. And that is what we are aiming to do here. And of course, just feel your healthiest, fittest, and most confident self. Why would you not want that? Okay, so I use my unique movement freedom framework. This is the framework I have used to help hundreds of women build a body that moves with freedom. We are coming back to that yet again, and why we have such a proven track record of getting results. So what we do here, there's three kind of key pillars. The first is movement mapping. This is what I call the boring stuff, but for me, it is the really, really fun stuff. So it depends how you want to look at it. But the movement mapping comes from movement assessment. So that is literally a joint by joint assessment of your body and how it's currently working. And this will allow us to see what's actually limiting you in your training, what we need to isolate, what we maybe don't need to isolate. I think the big thing that people think when they come in to start training flexibility or training mobility is that they need to do everything under the sun. I'm sure you've seen a million Instagram reels of people telling you to rotate your spine, rotate your hips, whatever it is. And yes, those things are important, but it can lead you to having a list of 1,000 exercises and you don't actually know which are important for you. So based on our movement assessment, we'll go, okay, this is actually where you are limited. This is where you're already moving pretty well. This is going to be our main priority. We'll get that working better and everything's going to feel better because of that. We will also set you milestones based on the movement mapping. So if we see that potentially, let's say hip extension is a little limited, we might set you a goal of working towards the front splits position, because that is a great expression of full hip extension, so that you will know actually these are some tangible goals that demonstrate my progress. The second pillar is lifestyle leverage. So this is how we actually make it work for you. This is how we make it fit into your routine. So that's habit optimization, having habits that are going to make this easy for you. We make sure that the plan is 100% built around your routine. We don't just chuck you with, you have to do 5 days a week or you have to do X amount of days a week. We are going to build it into your calendar and add in habits that will help you stay consistent. Daily movement wins. So this is something we will do with just giving you 5 minutes a day. Maybe we don't give you any daily work in the beginning. Yes, sorry. We also might not add in daily movement if that feels too overwhelming for you and your routine, but it's really understanding what is going to be the best approach for you that is going to get you the results. So this is, if you work a busy office job, maybe we add an office desk break. If you're on your feet all day, maybe we add something that you can quickly do at the end of the day to create some relief. Or maybe we're just happy with your main strength sessions and that's enough. performance progression. So this is how we make sure that you are actually seeing tangible progress. You are seeing tangible results. The first is goal prioritization. This is, we set some clear goals. It's as simple as that. What do you actually want from your training? Do you want to achieve the front splits, the pancake, the handstand? What is it that you want to gain out of coaching? And we will put that as a priority. Of course, any goals that we are working towards, the exercises we do and the way we approach that goal is 100% influenced by your movement assessment. If we see that there are key limitations in your movement assessment that are preventing you from being able to achieve that goal safely right now, we might step back a bit, sort out this part, and then progress you onto this part. If we see actually it's safe for us to go directly into that, then we'll go directly into that. And flexible programming, that's a little bit of what I talked about up here, but we are super flexible with programming. If a holiday comes up, we will adjust it for you. If anything happens, you want to move from home to the gym, you want to do one session a week at home, we will adjust it to make sure that it 100% fits into your lifestyle so that you are always progressing. So you will have this framework and one-to-one support to help get you feeling stronger, more flexible and more capable, but really just building habits that are going to allow you to continue doing this long term. That is my ultimate goal with anyone we work with. I don't want you to just have a quick fix. We don't do 6-week challenges. We do things that are going to be long-term commitments that you are going to actually see lasting change from. So even when you're not working with us anymore, I want you to have built a habit that lasts and to have found a love for training that you just can't let go of. You can probably relate to this. So you've probably already tried to get stronger. You've definitely already tried to achieve your flexibility goals if you are over here. You've probably tried some cookie cutter programs and you've probably tried other coaches, but you haven't seen the results you were promised. The biggest things I see that come up are you've got close to the goal, but you ran into an injury, set back to square one, or you got overwhelmed. You saw a million different ways of doing a particular exercise. You saw a million different ways you could be moving your body. You ended up with an absolutely ridiculous training schedule that you just couldn't keep up with, and then you gave up, which is natural. I would too. So we want to help you achieve these goals with proven strategies and methods that we have helped hundreds of women with. We can truly help you to get stronger, more flexible, and most importantly, you're going to hear me say it a million times, but actually move with freedom. No more guesswork. I think that is the big thing, that by the time you get to us, you've probably done a lot of guessing, a lot of trial and error, but you just want a clear plan in place now. You just want something with structure, and that is what we do. We take out all of that time wasting and we do all of the problem solving for you. So as long as you actually do the work, you actually commit, we will get you results. So what happens actually once you are in our coaching? How does it look? The first thing we do is we change the way your body moves, starting from the foundations. So this is the joint by joint movement assessment that we take of you. This is where we understand what is actually limiting your body, right? We are not looking at you as another cookie cutter plan. We are looking at this as an in-depth analysis of you and your body and why you are limited, so that we can understand that and work on that. What we gain from this movement assessment is the ability to isolate and improve your limitations. So we will actually go, okay, this area is limited, this area needs dedicated work. That's top of the priority list. That is going to be in the plan every week. And again, it means that you're not doing a million exercises to try and address something, you're just addressing it head on. And then the other thing this allows us to do is build a strength training plan that actually works for you and not against you. When we understand where your body can move, the capacities it does have, your body simply cannot move where it doesn't have the capacity. So as soon as we understand your capacity, we can assign you strength training exercises that make sense for where your body is at right now. That means that we have a much lower risk of running into injury when we strength train, because it is built around your actual capacity. And most importantly, we start getting strong where you do have capacity. So these are a bunch of girls, a lot of their feedback, run through here and read through some of the messages we've received, but this is just a few of our clients. And the big thing that I love seeing from clients, I mean, this is why I do what I do, is I'm actually able to gain strength week on week now without hip pain, without shoulder pain, whatever it is, that the niggle that just kept coming back, that we are actually able to train without constant setbacks. That is really exciting to me, and that makes the boring part less boring. Okay, the fun part. Tick off some big skill goals. This is likely a big reason that you are over here and something that we absolutely love working on. So while we are building foundations, that is all of the joint focused work above, we will also start to focus on the goals that you never thought you'd be capable of achieving. This is the splits, the pancake, whatever it is that you've come to us for. This is where we start to really put our expertise and our love for movement into practice. We never, ever throw a 4 week, oh, I'm big now. Love technology, hey? We never throw a 4 week splits plan at you. It is never going to happen. I have been training the splits for years. I have taught loads and loads and loads of people the splits. No one got it in 4 weeks, but they all got it safely and without running into pain, without running into injury. And they have actually been able to keep it long term, and that matters so much more. Nobody gets the splits in 4 weeks. It just doesn't happen. So yeah, what we do in terms of building out your skills plan, we look at your body, we look at your capacity, your movement assessment, understand your current skill level, and we will only provide you exercise variations that actually make sense for your body and gradually progress those over time, so we are safely managing load as we progress through your training phase. Our number one priority for skills training is to get you strong as, you know what I mean, in the position you want to achieve. We train it hard. We progress it across training phases. We are no longer doing 5 minutes of random stretches at the end of our workouts and hoping to see progress. This is so important, and this is the foundation of everything I have studied, is understanding how we not only achieve new positions, but we actually keep them by being really, really strong in them. It also means that you don't need to do it every single day with 10 hours of warming up to just get into the splits. These are some of my flexibility girls and their incredible progress, some splits progression and some pancake progression, and then some skill girls down here. Jordan started with us with 0 pull-ups. By the time she ended, she was on 10 pull-ups. Amazing. Louisa, ex-gymnast, she had never got her full front splits. I'm so proud of Louisa. She had never got her full front splits, never got her full middle splits. She is so close to her middle splits now, full front splits, both sides in an over split now. And she had never managed to control her handstand, and now we have a beautiful controlled handstand. So she is like incredible. Julia, she's again insane. She went from just lots of pain. She had knee pain, she had back pain, but we got her super, super strong, and now she is mastering the sissy squat, which is a pretty impressive recognition of stable, capable knees. And not only is she mastering it, she's mastering it with load. She's holding some weight there, so super cool. I'm very proud of her. 3, the third point that we do is create healthy habits and a routine that becomes second nature. Yes, I have talked lots about the, nitty gritty of training, but of course the routine and lifestyle is a big part of training too, and something that we are thinking about here. What we don't want is any more on-off cycle, losing focus every time your motivation wavers, or you lose confidence in the journey, or you see a new Instagram reel with a new idea about a new training style. You know the drill. So with our roadmap, we will get you to understand what to actually expect from training. So you will stop asking yourself, is this actually working? You will know that it is working. It is our job to do all the problem solving. We will support you to change the way you view training. Okay, I know I said earlier it was my favorite thing when I saw girls say that they are moving better day to day, but it might actually be my favorite thing when I get the I am changing the way I think message. We, in our weekly check-ins and our messaging, are very, very big on the power of mindset when it comes to training and when it comes to your routine and actually how you speak to yourself. First of all, we, as I said, don't do 6-week quick transformations, so it's super important that we build a routine where we're nice to ourselves. We're nice to ourselves. It's a pretty basic rule, but it is something that lots of people need work on, and we develop a real love for just showing up. I think I truly believe, in fact, that once you are able to develop new skills and see what your body can actually do, you can learn to love your body in a way that you never have before. You can learn to appreciate its capability, not just what it looks like. Yes, looking good is great, and that is part of the process. If you get strong and you start to achieve some cool skills, likely you're going to look pretty strong too. But it is also great that you will learn to actually appreciate what you're capable of. We make the routine work for you, not against you. If your schedule is packed, we will get you on home sessions. If you've been on your feet more than usual, we'll add in a 5-minute evening routine. Essentially, what I am saying here is that we are always going to work around you. We will make it work, okay? Ultimately, the most successful plan is the one you actually stick to. I don't care how that looks. I don't care if you're showing up 6 days a week or 2. I just want to see the progress. So we will always manipulate it to fit into that box. Again, there are lots of girls talking about mindset, which just makes me so happy. Learning to respect and appreciate my body. Honestly, hearing things like that is just my favorite thing ever. It took me a really, really long time to get to that place with myself. So seeing girls have that transformation in a matter of months, it fills my heart. Okay, so if this all sounds good to you and you're wondering how it actually works, how we implement it, this is what we do. So in a nutshell, this is how we will get you to your movement goals. Firstly, of course, the movement assessment. I have yapped on about this enough, but every plan starts with a movement and goals assessment. This is to ensure it's 100% built around your body. Once you've completed the assessment, then we will get to work on evaluating it and creating your personalized plan. So please don't expect that when you sign up with us, you are going to have a plan in your inbox the next day. Trust me when I say, if a coach is doing that, they are not thinking about you at all. They are giving you a cookie cutter plan. We will have a plan within your inbox or within your WhatsApp inbox within a week of having your movement and goals assessment filled out. So as soon as you can get those fills out, that gives us a good week to assess them, to film any training we want you to do, to upload it into the app, and to ensure that you have the plan set out for you at that point. On onboarding day, we will get you set up with a detailed onboarding video. This is super important because I don't just want you to do the exercises, I want you to know why you are doing the exercises. So we will walk you through the plan, explain the plan to you, so you are going into it with a solid understanding of everything that you are doing. I do not want you guessing anymore. You'll have your own private WhatsApp group between you, myself, and your one-to-one coach so that we can support you on a daily basis. Think having your coach in your back pocket. So any questions you have, form questions, send us your form videos through. We will be getting you to send us regular updates, videos-wise, of the skills we're working on as well. And then, if you just need a little bit of support, we're there too. We have weekly check-ins, so this is a weekly checkpoint which gives you an opportunity to reflect on how the week has gone, and we will begin to map out the next week for you. This allows us to do the problem solving, so we will problem solve any issues and ensure that you feel 100% confident going into each week. You will have private one-to-one Zoom calls with your one-to-one coach. This will happen at the end of each training phase. So this will be a full review of the training phase, what went well, where we're progressing, any new goals that have come up for you, and allow us to map out the next training phase for you so you know exactly what you're working towards and the strategies we will be implementing across the next phase. And then you will have access, of course, to your training app where your sessions will be scheduled according to your availability. We will also use this to track key habits that will help you reach your goals. So anything that we think is going to be beneficial for you hitting your big goals will be built out into the training app. Okay, couple of common questions. You've tried so many times before and have always failed. How can you trust us? Look, at the end of the day, it comes down to you taking a leap of faith. It is not my job to tell you you absolutely have to trust me. It's not the kind of person I am. But I understand that you are likely feeling wary. You've probably been let down a bunch of times before, but likely most of the plans you have used before did take the cookie cutter approach and did not treat you as an individual, and that is the foundation of everything that we do. I have been through it all in terms of coaching. I've been through the bodybuilding style. I've been through the F45 coach era. And my biggest lesson was that it just does not work to ram everyone into the same box. everybody needs an individual approach to actually see the progress they want to see. You need to understand how to safely manage load. You need to understand how to actually train your joints and not just like randomly rotate them at the beginning of a workout, and what level matches where you're at right now. So that is like the foundation of everything that we do. Not only do we build it around you, but we treat you uniquely too. We will communicate with you the way that best works for you. Whatever it takes to get you to your goals, we are going to help you do that. If you have a holiday or other big event coming up, and should you wait till after you start? Short answer, no. This is always going to happen. We are always going to have things come up. It is natural. If you don't learn how to manage them properly now, you are never going to be able to manage these things long term, because they are always going to happen. So learning how to deal with these events, learning how to continue to train around them is paramount to long-term success. This just means we can jump in the deep end and start doing that from day one. Do you need to have a gym membership? Absolutely not. We can achieve great results from home. We can use any amount of equipment. We will make it work for you. Gym-based is just one of the options that you could use. We can definitely get you on a more calisthenics-based plan or a range of motion-based plan, but we will make it work. That's our job to problem solve, as always. You're already super busy. Will you have enough time? This is where the highly individualized programming comes down. If you have a super busy schedule and only 1 to 2 workouts a week are realistic, then we'll make it work. Maybe we'll add in short things like a 10-minute desk breakout mobility session, or 5 minutes while your kids are sleeping, whatever it is. We'll add it in there to make sure that we are seeing results. So again, it comes back to that anything we think is going to be beneficial for you, we will do. How long is the program? There is no set length. Everyone's journey is completely different. However, the initial length of the program is 3 months. So there is a 3-month minimum commitment on any program you decide to do with us. That is basically so we can get you to start seeing progress. I would say most people need at least 6 months to see really tangible results, but in 3 months, we certainly should be moving a bit better, feeling a bit better, and getting stronger. So we don't ever do 6 or 8 week programs. It is not anywhere long enough to start seeing long-term changes. We don't do quick fixes. We do long-term changes. For most people, 3 to 6 months of consistent work will allow them to make pretty good headway with improving movement mechanics and progressing on their skills. But most people stay on for longer than 6 months. This is where we nail the skills and keep them long-term. How do you get a spot? So if this all sounds good to you and you would love to join the team, we would absolutely love to have you on board. In terms of getting a spot, so if you're ready to take action and start building a body that moves with freedom, just reply to this, I'm in, and we will send through the details. As soon as we know you're in, we will get your movement assessment and your goals assessment sent across, and all you need to do is fill those out for us. And as I said, from that point, it will be about a week until your onboarding dates, when we will get you all set up on your plan. I am so excited to have you on board. Any questions, feel free to drop them below in here, but otherwise drop I'm in and we will get you all set up.